Ugh. Hi friends, not gonna lie to you, I'm really hungover today. However, I am determined to film this evening. Forgive if things seem to be a little different. Trying to be a better YouTuber by, speaking of which, I forgot to close the door to the living room. Hold please. As I was saying, I'm trying to be a better YouTuber by experimenting with more of the manual camera settings, doing my best to actually know a little bit more about what the heck is going on inside that really expensive piece of equipment. So hopefully everything is looking all right. If you're clocking that things are a little different, it's because they are. There's a few things I'm excited for right now. One of which, it's raining, which is lovely. This is my all-time favorite type of weather, and honestly, I don't hate being hungover on a day like today. Secondly, it's also just about time for the spooks. I'm trying to get into the spirit of things with these $6 earrings I found at Shoppers today. Lastly, I'm excited because today we're starting a new series on the Norvina palette. And if you're as curious and excited as I am, then you're gonna have to keep on watching. Let's get started. So yes, you are not hallucinating. This is a very new palette. And yes, it is a very expensive palette in my hot little hands. It is the ABH Norvina palette Volume 1, and it is heavy. It's weighty. I was very surprised about that. Today is the first day I'm even dipping into it. I haven't even touched or swatched any of these shades. I wanted all of my first impressions to be caught on camera so that you and I could journey into this palette together. I, for one, love the new packaging. So if you don't know what a usual ABH palette looks like, most of the original ABH palettes have a cardboard box with 14 pans, plus they all come with a little double-ended brush, which most people shit all over, but I love them, so fight me. So this has been their format for at least the last 3 years. So when this launched, I think a lot of people were really shocked because of how insanely different it is. Like the pan sizes, the shape, the packaging materials. It's a complete 180 from what ABH is normally releasing. So I feel like Norvina wanted to definitely make a splash with this launch, especially since it launched so quickly after the Jackie Aina palette, which, I don't know, felt a bit shady to me if I'm being completely honest with you. Let's just open this up together. All right, everybody, 3, 2, 1. This thing is like the size of my head. It's way bigger than I thought. Like in person, it feels enormous in your hands. The pan sizes seem way bigger. I'm not surprised because like this palette retails for, I think it's $80 Canadian. So a regular ABH 14 pan eyeshadow palette retails for $45 American. Thank heaven for VIB status, honestly. But now I'm kind of understanding why this thing is worth the money just because of how enormous it is. I didn't realize how large the pans were when I was looking at it online, but as you can see, you're getting a lot more product for your money, which is good because this palette ain't cheap. No sir. This is also being marketed not as an eyeshadow palette, which mostly they have been, but as a pro pigment palette, because in order to claim vegan and cruelty-free status on this thing, the palette had to include certain pigments that for the time being are not considered eye safe. Of course, I think this is different in the UK, so they're technically not even allowed to call it an eyeshadow palette purely because of legal reasons. Also in the box, they added this little insert, and it just gives you the warning that certain shades in this palette are not intended for use around the immediate eye area. And the shades they are including in that list are
A2, A3, A5, B1, B3, B4, B5, C4, C5, D2, D3, D4, D5, E1, E2, E4,
and E5. Needless to say, without those shades, this palette would be a lot smaller. I think the only reason they give you this warning is because those pigments can sometimes be irritating to very, very sensitive eyelids. And also some of these very intensely rich pigments are known to stain the eyelid. That doesn't bother me. And for most vegan and cruelty-free eyeshadows, I don't experience irritation. So basically I'm just gonna ignore it because there's far too many beautiful colors in here to not put them all over and around my immediate eye area. I have a feeling we're gonna get quite a lot of videos out of this palette, so I am going to shut up, stop talking about it. I'm gonna go throw on my eyebrows, zoom you guys in a little closer, and we will jump on in. I actually think I did a really good job of making my brows symmetrical today, which rarely happens. I'm still not sure what look I'm going for today. All I know is that I'm gonna use something that was sent to to me from King Cosmetics. My very first PR package. I'll tell you a little bit more about the brand and how I came to be on the PR list, but they were kind enough to send me one of their lipsticks to try. So my goal today is to do a look that matches this beautiful, very Norvina themed purple, which is ironically called Subculture. You can't make that shit up. There's the proof that I'm not lying. It actually kind of matches the packaging perfectly. I really want to try this out today, so I'm not really sure if I should go like neutral on the eye to balance the look or just go full purple. And part of me is kind of leaning towards full purple, but I don't really want to do the exact same thing that I did in the Alessa Edwards series either. There's so many beautiful shimmers here though. A1 particularly I think will go really well with this look. So I think I'm gonna do like a completely monochromatic purple eye. Norvina clearly loves her purple. So let's just, like usual, fly by the seat of our pants. I think actually I'm going to prime with a concealer purely because I feel like the tackiness of the concealer, once it's immediately applied, it'll give me the right color payoff that I'm looking for. I think again, I'm just going to stick with the M514 for the most part for this look. I think I want it to be not too structured, simple in a way. I don't want a whole lot going on in the eye. So also I just realized my hair is very themed out for today. So it's going to be purple as heck. These earrings are giving me total kindergarten teacher vibes at Halloween and I am not mad about it. How cute they are. Also, this mirror is massive. It's like takes up half the frame. Didn't come with a peely. Disappointing. I'm scared. This is my first time dipping into this palette. You know when you're just like paralyzed by choice? Let's prime. I'm using the Catrice Liquid Camoflauge Concealer. It is a lovely concealer and really covers. Because it's so bright, when I'm actually using it on my face, I only use like a dot here and there. But I think it's going to be really good as an eyeshadow base today. We're not going to set it, so I think we're just going to go directly into A2, which is this very bright purple. Here we go. Ooh, it is powdery. Just put it down. I'm really trying to just stamp it out. I have problems in this corner area, as people who watch my videos will know. Don't know why I use this eye to demonstrate, but I want to give you my first impressions and I always just start on the left eye because I'm left-handed. Fun fact about me. So I'm just going to keep stamping this on until I feel like I have a good even color. For some reason, the other eye doesn't ever have that problem. But if I can get this shadow to stick in that area today, then we're in business. Can you see like where the shape of my eye just gives me a little bit of grief, like right in this area here? Now that that is, for the most part, looking pretty good, I'm going to try and get a good blend on the outside edge. Pretty. Now, I think I'm gonna blend out this area just a little bit higher with like a different color, but I don't know what. Maybe I will tap into a little teeny tiny bit of B1. Oof, that's really pigmented too. Don't know if I like it. It's coming off really pink. So I'm gonna go back into A2. Go back over it. I don't want a whole lot of pink in this look. I wanted to keep it fairly monochromatic. It's still pretty though. It's not pretty. It's just not what I wanted. Using a slightly smaller, flatter brush, I'm going to dip into B4, which is a slightly darker shade of purple. And what I want to do is tuck that just right into the crease. Let's actually take that down onto the lid as well. That really cools it down a lot. Okay, now going back into A2, further emphasize the purpliness. All right, that is close enough for government work for me. All I really want to do is pop A1 onto the lid and give it a nice moment. This one right there. Just because I think it's going to be really ethereal. I love that word. I use it a lot on this channel. I haven't even swatched it yet. Let's do that right now. Okay, very bright. That's lovely. Isn't that so pretty? It's not duochrome, I don't think. I don't even know if it shifts at all, but it's just simple and really pretty, like elegant. So I'm just gonna, again, go in with my finger and just pop it onto the lid and see what happens. It's so pale and lovely. I kind of want to take it all the way up to the brow. Yeah, I really like that. Not too overly foiled or metallic or sparkly. It's just a kiss, just like a kiss of shimmer, and it's really elegant. And the high contrast really brightens the inner corner and really makes the whole thing pop. The problem always is, how do you marry the two sections together? I think what I'm gonna do is, with my flat brush again, just give it a little swirl in my color switch, pop back into A2 and just gently blend over top of that shimmer. I'm gonna go back into A1 though, blend again. Gorge, love, soft, pretty, easy. I think what I actually want to do is bring A1 up into the brow bone area as well. Because this shimmer shadow is not very overpowered, it's really easy to control the placement and how much you put down. I really love this. To be honest, purple isn't even my favorite color. On the list of colors, I think purple would be down somewhere on the bottom for me. However, I just couldn't resist. I don't know why. Do I want to put on eyeliner? Not particularly. No. I think what I'm gonna do is go off camera, finish the other eye, and then zoom out and finish the rest of the face. quick, while I'm waiting for my lash glue to dry, I'm going to throw on this NYX On The Rise Volume Lift Mascara. I saw Raw Beauty Christie using it and it looked kind of phenomenal. That is a satisfying looking wand. It is like spiky as shit. First coat is pretty subdued, but it makes my lashes look really feathery and separated, which is really nice. The second coat is going on quite clean. It's not clumping up. Now I'm putting on lashes, so there's no need for more than 2 coats, but it's actually really pretty. Let me zoom in. Honestly, I do like this eyeshadow look without lashes. It's kind of really demure, and this mascara went on really well and without too much mess, which is my biggest pet peeve about mascara. I really like that. Quick, before they are too dry, let's throw on some lashes. These are Anxious Angel by Likely Makeup. See, I feel like those aren't too overboard. I feel like you can still see the eyeshadow through them. So let's dust on a bit more blush because it's me. I feel like I gotta stay on brand here. And I do want to give it a bit of a clownish look with the emphasis being right on the apples of the cheeks. I just think it's really cute. It's so cute. Zoomed back in, this video feels like I'm kind of all over the place. Okay, so what I want to do is just finish up the lower lash line. I don't want to take it too severe because I really like the way everything's very bright and open. I think what I'm going to do is dip into A2. I think I'm gonna leave a space actually under the eye. I've always wanted to try that tired K-beauty eye look where you kind of emphasize your bag and just make it look kind of like you haven't slept in 3 days. I just think it's such a cute look and I wanted to try it out. I keep chickening out though because I'm afraid it's gonna look dumb, that I'm not gonna be able to execute it properly, but I'm just gonna give it a whirl. Taking a clean brush just to soften everything a tiny bit more. Then what I wanna do is take A1, that shimmery shade, and run it under the lash line. I actually kind of really like the look of a shimmer shade on the lower lash line because it kind of just gives you this very cute, tired look. I kind of really like that. I don't know. What do you think? Comment down below. I want to know your thoughts. Let's actually do a little highlighting first before we spray down because I don't want it to be too blingy. I'm going to use the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in Smoke and Whistles with a brush today instead of a fingy. Pop that on the inner corner. I'm just gonna pop that directly under the eye as well. Now we spray. Little bottom mascara. Let's do a little bit of liner. Using the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, let's freckle this face right up. Last thing left to do is lips, and before I go in with the Kink Cosmetics lipstick, we're gonna line. I picked up another color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner, this time in the color Wild Violets. Alright, let's give Kink Cosmetics a whirl. This is their lipstick in the shade Subculture. Smells like vanilla Tic Tacs. Very cool toned, definitely a matte formula. Not as matte as the Fenty one, the Mademoiselle Bullet lipsticks. This is a super comfortable formula, creamy but lightweight. I think I'm just gonna leave it matte for today because I don't feel like the lines in my lips are emphasized at all. I'm really appreciative of Kink Cosmetics for letting me try some of their products. I would love to try any more shades that you want to throw my way. I think it is really comfortable and I'd love to try out some more wearable shades, like maybe like a nude or some red. Their website, if you're interested, is itskinkcosmetics.com, and they are Canadian owned and operated, which is super cool. Their products are paraben-free, hypoallergenic, non-comedogenic, and suitable for sensitive skin. The founder, Lucian Wolf, we actually met. I was, no joke, picking up dog treats at the pet food store around the corner from my house. The person who owns this cosmetics line also works at that pet shop. I was actually in there with a full face of makeup on because I was about to run off and do a show, and he complimented me on my eyeshadow, and so we just started talking about makeup, and I told him I have a YouTube channel, and he told me that he owns a makeup company, and he ended up putting me on his PR list. So that's that on that. But they have tons of shades from matte all the way to metallic, and I think they would be worth checking out. Thank you, Lucian. Thank you, Kink Cosmetics. That is the look all complete, folks. I really love how this came together. It's simple, but a little unconventional. Although I think if you paired this with a nude lip, obviously this would be way more wearable. I even really loved it without lashes. Everything I tried was a win today. This was a very good buy. I'm really glad I tried this out. Anything Jordy comes out with is very clearly going to be a winner. She knows what she's doing. I'm really excited to play with this a whole lot more. I think I will be using it in tandem with the Norvina palette. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what else this bad boy can do. I think they're just endless combinations, and we are going to get into some of them at least. Let me know your thoughts down below if you want to see separate videos for each look, or maybe you want me to group them together, maybe 2 at a time, just because, you know, maybe 6 to 8 videos is going to be too long for this series. People are just going to get bored. But I want to know your thoughts on that. Just let me know. So far, everything has performed really beautifully. I will see how much staining there actually is on the lid, if there is any. I will update you in the comments below. And for the time being, that is it from me. Here are the things you can do to help out this channel. 1, you could like this video. 2, you could comment down below on what you thought of the look, what you thought of the palette, what you think I should do next with the palette. 3, you could subscribe. We are slowly climbing the rungs of the YouTube ladder, so please come and join the fun and ring the bell while you're at it. We don't know if it works, but you won't know until you try. 4, you could follow me on other social media. My Instagram is at Madelaide, the same way it is spelled here, and my Twitter is at Madsuds, which is MADDSUDZ. And 5, last but not least, you could check the Patreon link in my description box down below. And before my back completely gives out on me, please be kind and be generous to everyone you meet out there in the world today, and hopefully I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.